Hello, Service Alternatives, and welcome to Good Day SA. In this episode, I will be providing SA Today, which is an overview of what's been going on around Service Alternatives over the past quarter. Of course, we can't cover everything, but these are a few things that are important for all of you to know about. I'll also be talking about a few things that we're prioritizing as we close out 2022. For our Heart of the Moment, I'm very excited to be announcing the recipient of our Advancing the Potential Award. This is for 2022. Additionally, I will be talking about how we are celebrating Service Alternatives' 39th birthday, which we celebrate on Halloween and in the days leading up to it. Enjoy! For SA Today, here's our third quarter update. With regard to hiring, we ended the third quarter with 5 more total employees than we ended the second quarter. While this is certainly a modest increase, we are going the right direction. We continue to seek high-quality team members to join us here at SA and encourage you to refer friends and family. Keep in mind that there is a referral bonus. As you can imagine, hiring remains a significant priority. With regard to income, our third quarter billing is up $135,000 per month over the second quarter. It is important to note that this increase is in residential services where we had contract increases starting in July. These contract increases are paying for the wage increases we gave out in April. Revenue growth also, as you can imagine, remains a significant priority for us. With regard to COVID, we continue to work actively to keep ourselves, our clients, and one another safe. We experienced less numbers of employees and clients with COVID than we did in the second quarter, which was excellent. During this time period, we also increased presence in offices and held a number of really successful gatherings. While I say this, there is a prediction that we are going to see a new spike in COVID cases over the next month or two. We typically trail behind Europe, and they're seeing increases now. What can we do? Please continue to follow universal precautions. They're one of the most important things that we can practice. Please stay at home when you are sick. We're definitely seeing a lot of colds and illnesses tied to especially to kids going back to school. And if you have not done so, please consider getting your COVID boosters and your flu shots. One thing that's being noticed is there is a really low number of adults that have been doing their booster shots in our communities, and this is one of the contributing factors to COVID spiking. I know this is exhausting, and I'm so appreciative of your attention to this. I want to thank you all for your amazing participation in our Start, Stop, Continue survey that we did in preparation for our new strategic plan. The quality of the feedback was excellent and the participation of programs was amazing. The feedback that you provided is being reviewed by a variety of teams who are looking at what we can do or are doing in response, what we can and should be incorporating into future planning, and what we are not able to do. Parts of this feedback is being incorporated into the strategic plan, and parts of this feedback is being addressed by service areas and departments. Reviewing survey input and then determining what can be acted upon takes some time. To respond effectively, there is a pacing that is important. The input we received from you did reinforce 2 decisions that we've been contemplating for a while, and I'd like to share those now. One is that the frequency of the messages I was providing since the beginning of COVID simply became too much. Beginning this month, I will be doing a monthly CEO message instead of a weekly one. The second decision I am so excited to share is that we are going to be providing Service Alternatives email addresses to all employees. Please stay tuned for details. Please keep your feedback coming on the various surveys we are doing. Whether it is the 30 seconds it takes you to respond to the question of the month on ADP, or the 5 minutes it would take you to respond to a DSP Week survey, your input matters. Lastly, as you know, we did this feedback process in preparation for creating our new 3-year strategic plan. The plan is being finalized over the next couple months, and we'll be sharing that with you in January. For the last topic for SA Today, I would like to share that we had our inaugural annual SA Leadership Gathering in September. Managers, area managers, administrators, and directors got together to connect, learn from one another, get trained to SA being a psychologically informed environment, and go back to programs with a deeper sense of SA as a whole. It was a privilege to be with this team of people, and I'm excited to see what the future holds. Thanks for listening to SA Today, and I hope you enjoy our Heart of the Moment focused on SA's 39th birthday. For our Heart of the Moment, the first thing I will be talking about is announcing our Advancing the Potential Award recipient for 2022. And prior to doing that, we thought it would be a good idea to provide a little bit of background about how this person gets selected. First of all, we have a committee made up of people that represent different programs and departments throughout SA. They meet monthly, and during this monthly meeting, they review the nominations that have been submitted for that particular month's SA Value Award. The nominations have been stripped down of names and identifying information so that they can make as neutral a decision as possible. Then for that month, we announce who the recipient is for that particular award. At the end of the year, supervisors take the opportunity to write in letters, and in those letters, they talk about how that recipient really represents all of our service alternatives values. Those letters also are stripped down of names and identifying information. The executive team then meets and we review all those letters and we identify which person we think really most holistically represents all of our service alternatives values. And that's how we identify our Advancing the Potential Award recipient. This year, I'm so excited to announce that the recipient is Nancy Magana. Nancy is a residential coordinator out of Tacoma. Nancy does so many things to embody these values, and to give you a highlight of just a few of them, I would like to proceed. First of all, Nancy does so much to really listen deeply to her clients and her staff. She does what she can to follow through and carry out on the things that are needed by those clients and those staff. What really stood out is she treats everybody the way she wants to be treated. And this sounds like a simple thing, and yet if that happened throughout service alternatives, throughout our culture, what an amazing place this would be if we each took the role modeling that Nancy embodies down in Tacoma. She does so many things to connect clients and employees with community. It stands out with various things such as how she advocates for a client and helps them advocate for themselves in a really difficult court situation. She interfaces very professionally with the various professional resources that clients need to have involved in their lives. And she goes out of her way to really help clients get connected deeply in their communities, whether it's through a gym or through a game or a variety of things. Karina and I had the opportunity to meet Nancy at one of the coffee hours that we did. And one thing that stood out for us there is that she participated in the coffee hour by getting an extended break from the Army Reserve that she was participating in that day. Nancy really embodies all of the values here at SA, and I'm so excited to announce that. Congratulations, Nancy. For our second part of the Heart of the Moment, it's a very different piece, and that is to talk about how we're celebrating Service Alternatives' 39th birthday. We celebrate our birthday every year now with a couple of different traditions, and I'd like to talk about those. The first is that we provide a birthday gift from Karina and me to employees that represent the number of years that we've been in service. So this year we're giving out 39 birthday gifts. Those will be selected with a random drawing for all employees. It's every single person that's working at Service Alternatives at the time. And through that, each person will be able to choose a gift. We're doing a new service this year, and you'll have more gift options, and there will be more to come about that next week in my monthly message when we announce who those birthday gift recipients are, and you'll get instructions about what's going to happen from there. So that's just a forewarning that this is coming. The second part is that we have our SA pumpkin decorating contest, and I'm excited to share that we have an extended voting period this time around. There are details coming, but the voting will be from 12 p.m. on the 28th until 12 p.m. on the 31st. Please take the time to go in and vote for your team, vote for other teams, send the links to your families and your friends and your coworkers. It's a great way to just get some healthy competition and some great spirited energy around Service Alternatives. There are some teams that look forward to this every single year. So I'm excited to see what the results of that are. It's all in good fun, and please take time to vote. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Good Day SA. Have a good day, SA. Bye-bye.